November 4, 2025. Russia's Caspian flotilla burns under a hail of Ukrainian drones, launched from trucks 1,000 miles away, slipping past air defenses like phantoms in the night. It's poetic justice, but the blueprint? Forged in the Black Sea's crucible 3 years prior, a country stripped bare of ships, facing a Goliath fleet that could glass cities from horizon's edge. No carriers, no subs, just code, courage, and concealed explosives. Yet they didn't just hold the line, they shattered it, sinking over 30 Russian vessels, forcing a humiliated retreat, and feeding the world when famine loomed. This isn't survival, this is reinvention. Welcome to Ukraine's navy without ships and the war that rewrote the seas. Rewind to March 2014. Russia's Little Green Men seize Crimea in a bloodless blitz. Ukraine's navy, once a modest force of corvettes and patrol boats, evaporates overnight. 18 ships captured or scuttled, including the command vessel Slavatich. By 2022's full invasion, Kyiv's fleet tallies 3. A lone frigate, Hetman Sagadachny, moored in Mykolaiv, a few auxiliary craft, and 0 blue water muscle. Russia? Their Black Sea Fleet, BSF, boasts 80 hulls, Slava-class cruisers like Moskva, Kilo-class subs prowling silent, Rapucha landing ships vomiting troops onto beaches. Sevastopol's fortress harbor, a Tsarist relic, pulses with missiles raining hell on Odessa. The blockade bites hard. Ukraine's 42 million tons of grain rot in silos, spiking global prices 30%, edging Africa and Asia toward starvation. But Kyiv doesn't fold. Enter Vice Admiral Alexei Nezhpapa, the ghost admiral, hunkered in an Odessa bunker. His playbook? Forget symmetry, embrace the asymmetric abyss. Draw from Israel's 1967 preemption, Vietnam's tunnel rats, and U.S. SOF shadows. Homegrown R&D explodes. The Neptune anti-ship missile, a $500,000 brainchild of Luch Design Bureau, tested in secret garages. Unmanned surface vessels, USVs, born in Kharkiv labs, evolving from hobbyist speedboats to AI-guided assassins. Western lifelines trickle in, UK's Storm Shadow cruise missiles, France's Scalp cruise missiles, US intel via satellites. The doctrine crystallizes, deny, degrade, disrupt. Mines in shallows, drones as decoys, strikes from the shadows. No grand armada, just a mosquito fleet of expendables, cheap as $200,000 a pop to bleed a $100 billion navy dry.
April 13, 2022. Dawn breaks over the Black Sea. Moskva, the BSF's crown jewel, a 12,500-ton Slava-class cruiser, bristling with 16 SSN-12 sandbox missiles, radar nets spanning 300 miles, steams arrogant 80 miles off Odessa. Her captain, Anton Kuprin, radios boasts of unchallenged dominance. Then, silence. From a camouflage truck on Ukraine's coast, 2 Neptunes streak seaward, 300-kilometer range, radar-homing warheads. Impact. Fireballs bloom. Crew scrambles. 510 souls aboard, many trapped in inferno. Moskva lists, then vanishes beneath waves. Russia's spin. Storm damage. Satellite pics lie not. First capital ship sunk in modern combat since World War II. The Admiralty shakes. Putin fumes. Ukraine's reply? A viral tweet. Russian warship, go f yourself. Echoing Snake Island's defiance. The war escalates, a chessboard of cat and mouse. May. Ukrainian artillery pounds Snake Island garrison. HIMARS rockets from 70 kilometers, evicting Russians, cracking the blockade. Grain trickles out. But Russia rebounds. Sub Rostov-na-Donu lurks, lobbing calibers at Kiev. Ukraine counters with evolution. Enter Magura V5. Ukraine's Sea Hunter, a 5.5-meter trimaran drone, solar rechargeable, 800-kilometer endurance, 200-kilogram payload. Piloted remotely via Starlink from Odessa basements, it ghosts patrols, feeds live feeds to intel hubs. October 29, 2022, Sevastopol Dawn Raid. 7 Maguras, swarm tactics, 1 decoy, 6 kamikazes, breach boom nets. Explosions rock the harbor. Admiral Magura frigate, hold. Black Sea Fleet HQ, scarred. Russia scrambles Su-30s, but drones dive shallow, untouchable. 2023 dawns bloodier. Group 13, Ukraine's Black Ops naval unit, forms under Nishpapa. Ex-SEAL types, coders, welders. They birth Sea Baby. Bigger, badder Magura variant. 1-ton warhead, loitering like a vulture. February, Storm Shadows, 1,000-kilometer range British-French gifts, slam Sevastopol's dry docks. Minsk landing ship erupts in flames. Rostov-na-Donu, that elusive sub, floods and sinks mid-repair. Codes and torpedoes lost forever. Russia loses irreplaceable yards. Repairs flee to Novorossiysk. Human heartbeat here. Meet Viper, a 28-year-old drone operator in a flooded Odessa flat. Brother killed on Moskva's deck. Irony's blade. She codes evasion algorithms by candlelight, dodging Russian EW jammers. We send metal birds to avenge flesh, she whispers in intercepts. Risks mount. Captured pilots tortured, fabs bombed, yet ops multiply. March 2023, Caesar Kunikov, Rapucha-class beast, ferries armor to Crimea. Off Ochomchira, 6 sea babies converge. AI coordinates the swarm. Hull breaches, 60 Russian Marines drown in churning black. Leaked GoPro, chaos, pleas in the dark. Summer scorches. Ukraine mines approaches with contact fuses, sinking 3 patrol boats. Russia adapts. Orlan UAV spotters, acoustic sensors, but Ukraine feints with dummies, strikes with brimstones, UK sea skimmer donations. September, Novichokazk ammo ship vaporized in Feodosia. 1,000 tons of ordnance, a secondary blast lighting the horizon like dawn.
2024's crescendo. Operation Spiderweb, August 10th, coordinated hell. Drones, Neptunes, ATACMS, U.S. long range, hit 5 Sebastopol targets simultaneous. Yamal and Azov landing ships gutted. Olendogorsky Gornyak crippled. Fleet command, evacuate non-essentials. By full, 30-plus losses, 1/3 BSF crippled, including Ivanovich Korvet, February drone harpooning, innovative spear tips. Russia retreats east, 300 miles to safer anchors. Ukraine's reverse blockade. Mines, patrols, hacks on GPS. Grain corridor? Wide open. 33 million tons shipped by year's end, averting catastrophe. But shadows linger. Russian revenge. Iskander strikes on Odessa ports, killing dozens. Ukrainian crews? Ghosts themselves. CB-90 fast boats hunt rogue drones nightly. Welders in Kherson improvise under grad fire. One tale? Engineer Petro, 52, forges drone keels in a barn. Shell hits, shrapnel takes his leg. Next day, back at the torch. Ships are for fools, he grunts. We are the storm. November 2025. Russia's BSF, a hollow shell. Down 35 vessels, repair backlog years long, morale in freefall. Admirals rotated like chess pieces, Sevastopol a ghost town. Economically? Moscow hemorrhages 15B in hauls, plus surged insurance. Black Sea premiums tripled. Ukraine? Reborn. Odessa hums with drone fabs. Exports hit $5 billion, including USV tech to Baltic states. Globally? The ripple. UN grain deal stabilizes prices, saves 50 million from hunger. Quiet victory in a meat grinder war. Tactically? Dissection. Asymmetry's autopsy. Drones, 250K killers versus 1 billion cruisers, prove Sun Tzu's edge. Appear weak when strong. U.S. Navy scribes note, Confined theaters like the Black Sea or Taiwan Strait favor swarms over supercarriers. DARPA accelerates gremlins, air-launched drone mobs. China eyes copycats for East China Sea. Environmentally, wrecks poison fisheries, 500 square kilometers contaminated per Greenpeace. Human toll, 1,200-plus Russian sailors lost. Ukraine's unsung 200-plus operators meddled in secret. Why mattered? Prolonged the fight, bought time for Leopard tanks, F-16s. Without this sea denial, Kherson falls faster, Kyiv starves. Putin's three-day war drags to years. Legacy? Naval power democratized. Nukes optional. Code compulsory. As the Black Sea calms, oil slicked and scarred, Ukraine's lesson echoes across oceans. Empires built on iron rust in the face of ingenuity. No ships, no surrender. From Viper's code to Petro's grit, this was defiance distilled, a navy of the mind, arming the underarmed. In 2025's drone dawn, as NATO adapts and rivals scramble, remember, the mighty fall not to fleets, but to the unseen current of will. The waves carry their story, whispers of a world where Davids code their slingshots. What tide turns next? Only the depths know. But Ukraine showed us. Rise, adapt, conquer. Fade to black.